Good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Hope you're all well. Okay, let's look at what is driving markets today. Let's do a quick recap on markets yesterday, last night, and where they're going to go from here. So yesterday, the markets opened up significantly in the US and across Europe. All look positive on the back of the geopolitical Russian-Ukrainian talks, peace talks that look like they're making progress. In fact, Putin and Zelensky, not Valensky, Zelensky actually said that they're making progress in the peace talks. So what exactly happened? Those talks did not progress in the pace that the world was hoping for. And in fact, Putin expanded his war and got more aggressive. In addition to that, Antonio Guterres, the head of the UN, stated that nuclear war could be on our doorstep. Can you imagine in 2022 there could be a nuclear strike by Russia on Ukraine? It's absolutely unbelievable. Can't believe it's happening. Let's look at what else is happening financially and in economic news. Well, in China, in Shenzhen, which is in the Guangdong province, there was a major lockdown. It's the biggest outbreak of corona since the start of the pandemic in China, and they've locked down over 50 million people. Now, Shenzhen, why is Shenzhen so important in Guangdong province? Because it's considered Silicon Valley of China, and they've locked it down. So they've said all non-essential public service workers must work from home, all factories to close. Now, for example, to give you an idea of what operates from Shenzhen, you've got a company called Foxconn. Foxconn provide technology and chips for Apple. So Apple yesterday fell in the States 2.7%. So this is also going to affect supply chain. If China's in a lockdown, not only do we have a supply chain issue now with a supply chain driven inflation, you've now got a lockdown which is going to exacerbate and going to worsen the supply chain around the world. And as a result, you could have even more inflation. And yesterday, some of the members of the Fed and some of the members of the bank stated, by the way, we could be going for double-digit inflation. Listen to what that point is. We could be going for double-digit inflation. I've been stating over and over again, we are already there. We're already at double-digit inflation, but double-digit inflation is not yet quoted, is not yet stated. Why? Because the central banks and the governments are scared to state the facts, but we are already there. By July, we will have official double-digit inflation in the States and in the UK. I was speaking to a very good friend of mine yesterday, and we're looking at prices in the UK of gas and electricity, and it looks like since October, gas and electricity has gone up by 160% and 130% respectively. All of this is going to add enormous pressure to inflation from the 1st of April in the UK. All those gas prices and electricity prices are going up. What else do we have? A very interesting tweet by Elon Musk. Elon Musk said that he is continuously going to invest in 3 cryptocurrencies. They're going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, whichever pronunciation you want. He said those are going to be hedges to inflation. In fact, another one of his colleagues, Winklevoss, also said that Bitcoin is a hedge to inflation because it's a limited asset. Very interesting point. Look at that. Bitcoin could be a hedge against inflation. And if you look at Bitcoin graph and you look at the Tesla graph, they both move in the same direction. Why is that? Not because of Elon Musk. It's because both of them are speculative investments that are looking at unusual opportunities in growth. So those people who are heavily invested in Tesla or looking to involved in Tesla, you could look at the Bitcoin graph and look at the Tesla graph, and you'll get correlation between the two. And Tesla yesterday dropped significantly and is running at around about the $760 level, all the way down from the beginning of the year from the $1,200, $1,300 level. So for some Tesla investors, that could look cheap. So very, very interesting to look on the Tesla and the Bitcoin. So cryptocurrencies could be a hedge going forward. If China, the other geopolitical point came up yesterday was China may support Russia financially and militarily. Can you imagine if China partners up with Russia financially and military, you're talking about a massive increase in the stress levels and potential war on the Ukraine front. As a result of that, sleepy Joe Biden, who was, I don't even know what to say about him, he's just an absolute joke, but he said that America would increase sanctions or would impose heavy sanctions on China if China helped Russia financially or militarily. So you're talking about a significant economic war with not only Russia, which got its most favoured status removed on Friday, but you could have an economic war with China and Russia. Where would that leave the global economies in terms of production, in terms of supply, in terms of demand, and in terms of inflation? Again, I'm stating inflation is going to be double-digit figures. Mark my words, double-digit figures by July. I said yesterday the Nasdaq is on the way down. The Nasdaq dropped over 260 points yesterday. The Dow closed up 1 point, and the S&P was down 30 odd points, and European markets and UK were all down. Watch this space. Continue spreading the news on driving markets. Make driving markets the main morning market wrap across the world, and I'm sure we'll all be successful together. You can catch me on LinkedIn, you can catch me on WhatsApp, you can catch me on Instagram. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Expect more volatility, expect rising interest rates. Have a good day.